I tell you what, this thing is shining on my
Beautiful.
head.
I love that.
Boom. There you go. That's the problem with having a bald head. You get that shiny effect.
It's like your crown chakra. It's your
That
halo. It's your
that's
halo, Vince.
I love it. Thank you. It's my crown chakra. Every now and
That's
then,
what it
during
is.
while we're talking, you're gonna see me look down and everything. I'm just taking notes. I am truly,
No worries.
I'm in awe of what you do and how you do it, Alex. And I am not lying about that. And I'm not just saying it because you so graciously did me the honor of doing this conversation, but I really am uh, just impressed with your authenticity and how you come across. That's one of the reasons why I reached out to you, because as I watch your videos and you singing or you dancing, I was just like, this. It's just, and why I call you Beautiful Soul, because that's what I
Mm.
see. That's exactly what I see. And I'm an energy guy. I'm feeling. And when I hear and see you, I'm like, Beautiful Soul. You are capturing, to me, you are capturing what is truly authentically you, which is why, and I don't know if you've noticed in the name here, I have my name, but I want to create a network.
Creative spark.
I want to that
I
taps
love
into
it.
the creative spark that is in each one of us. It's a saying that we are all unique, just like everybody
Mm-hmm.
else. And we truly
Mm-hmm.
are, but everybody else is too. And to be able to recognize, no, I think it'd be better to say to be able to remember that spark and to recognize
Mm-hmm.
that in each one of us. I think that's why we're here. Well, and I think that's why we're
Absolutely.
here, Alex. So thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you so
we
much.
thank you for those gorgeous words. Like,
I
but
really
I
believe it.
feel it's just so natural when when you do sort of just let your barriers down and just be yourself, because then you attract your soul family, your soul tribe, like, and that's
Yes.
how I feel with you. I just feel it's like soul to soul, it's like when we show up as our true self, that's when we really can connect with, yeah, our tribe in this world, because let's face it, this doesn't, it doesn't happen every day where you meet people that you resonate with on such a, creative and deep level. So
Well,
yeah,
you
but
know what? And
I'm
I'll
very
take I'll take what you
and
just said even a step further and say this.
yeah,
This is the first time you and I have actually talked. I mean,
right,
like
it
this,
is.
but we've left voice messages, we've texted each other. I mean, we've sent texts, but we've never met. But it
No,
just feels like it's just an old friend. Oh yeah, that's Alex.
yeah.
And that's the power of all this. So tell me something. Tell me, Alex,
Mm-hmm,
what
mm-hmm.
led you down the road that you're on right now?
Well, I would say it goes back to, yeah, the beginning of all of this, which was my healing journey, where I really had a moment in my life where I knew I had to completely change my entire trajectory. Otherwise, I was going to either end up dead or something like that, you know? Um, but going back a step further, a lot further back, is when I experienced a trauma when I was 13, and really it was kind of like a knock-on effect from there to then getting to this point where I had a mental and physical crash, and then I changed everything. I left my job, I left a 7-year relationship, I left the course I was on, I quit the course I was on, and I left the country I was living in, and I stripped myself bare. I came to Spain and I went on a deep healing journey. And this is where I shed many, many layers. I've still got more to shed.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, like, I guess this journey never really ends, but yeah, it was that moment of coming here and allowing myself to be bare, and allowing myself to go through this process. And I healed myself of 3 chronic illness, and now I want to just share this with the world. So
And thank you for that. Okay, so now questions in my mind. I told you that I wasn't quite sure exactly where this was going to go, but I knew I'm inquisitive enough, and I knew curiosity would kick in just in what you talked about. Like 50 questions shot in my head, but I'll narrow it down to two. All right. So if a traumatic incident or something happened when you were 13 that really started you on the journey, and then
Hmm.
there was a point where you just had a mental and spiritual just almost breakdown. How
Yeah.
long was that gap? And why did you decide Spain? What was it that made you? Because you're originally from UK.
Yeah, yeah, but the
Okay.
other half
Okay.
of my roots are Spanish. My father is from Spain.
Ah, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
your last name. Okay, okay. So I'm starting to putting the pieces together. You know what?
yeah,
Okay. So from
yeah.
13 until when you decided, when you had that mental and spiritual, just like, whew, and you left your relationship, you left your job. How long was that gap, would you say?
So, yeah, I mean, well, from the age of, I mean, I'm 36 now. It's 36 this year. So from the age of 13 to 2017,
See, that's
really, or
mm, mm.
20, let's say 2018. In fact, that's when I quit everything and I left London, where I was at the time. I had previously to that, I was 7 or 8 years in Brighton, but then I was in London, and yeah, that's when it was like, I need to get out of the city. I need to stop everything I'm doing because like everything within me was just crashing, like I say. And yeah, my family were here. So this was where I knew I could just kind of like crash, just allow myself to just like with no pressures of having to pay rent or anything, just no pressures. I just needed to come and yeah, allow myself to kind of crumble. And that's definitely what
and just
happened.
and just be. I think one of the things that I want to really focus on with the Creative Spark Network is to teach people how to just be. We do, and at the end of the day, all we have in the corner is a pile of doo doo, and we don't know what to do with it. And I mean that mentally, physically, and spiritually. But we're not human doings. We're human beings. And the fact that you were able to do that and just be and intuitively just reset yourself and reset your body and then go, okay,
Yeah,
now what can I do? That is that
yeah,
I can really resonate with that and I can really appreciate that. So
yeah.
once that happened, and you said you healed yourself of three chronic ailments. Now, what started you on that? Where did you go from there when you just stopped, you reset? Was there something that was like, I need to do a cleansing? Or, what happened?
Yeah, well, I was experiencing so when I was in London, I was experiencing suicidal thoughts. And when so I because of and I prior 2 years prior to that, I started my studies in naturopathic medicine. At that time, I was doing biomedicine, and I started learning about the gut. And my sister was also kind of a few years ahead of me in this world, even though for me, holistic healing was instilled in me from a very young age. But anyway, so when I started learning about the gut, and as well when I saw things that were happening within my sister and people she was working with, I realized my gut needed healing, and that, it's that gut brain link. So if we are having anything to do with mental health, it's generally because we've got something going on in our gut. It's the vagus nerve. I mean, it's absolutely huge. Our gut is like our second brain. Um, so yeah, and then my sister was doing a retreat in 2019, March 2019, and she invited me to come and work and also do the deep cleanse with her and the ladies that were there. So I joined in. I was still in my process. I'd actually been kind of in silence for quite a long time. I was like I said, when I had my crash, everything kind of shut down and I just had to be still and quiet. But I was still, my sister opened up space for me, brought me into the retreat. Like I said, I worked and I did the detox, and then I had done cleansing before because I had learned about coffee enemas and how powerful they were.